know you're probably like, what the hell?
Yeah, swaps and stuff, rims big as monster trucks, wide harnesses, yeah boy we stock 'em up. Hit subscribe so you know you stay in the loop. Hit the bell, new videos coming soon.
We back, and we are back doing some digital dash wiring, on the box Chevy. Let's get this thing put in here. Man, I know y'all probably like, look at that wiring ass mess, but you know, I kind of want to see everything working before I just slam it in there. You know what I mean? Like I said, back to the reason you see that blinker flashing like crazy is because it's broke. Somehow the switch is broke. I can't get the switch to work. But you see our engine light's working. Check engine. And then brake is working. High beam's working. Voltage, oil, temp, fuel's hooked up. I don't get it. It should be registering something, but it's not. So what I got at oil pressure, I need to do oil pressure, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and slam this oil pressure setting unit in. All right, y'all, let's see what we got here. We got I don't even know if the tack's gonna work. hold on. Let me reposition it so y'all can see everything. All right. Again, the blinker's flashing like crazy. See, we got oil, 99, 86, and then RPM 8-cylinder. I'm about to go through and change that to 4-cylinder. I think I'm going to change that to a 4-cylinder so it'll register the right RPM for LS, and then the temp 74, which should be right. The temp should be right. Voltage, check engine light. Let's start it up. So I gotta change that tack signal. The tack signal's not working. Engine light was staying on. We should have an engine light on because this is actually a 6.0 tune 453. So yeah, that's why. Still fired it up though. Anyway, let me get these nasty wires bundled all up. We got tack signal, we got speedo. The only thing that I'm seeing, like I said, is the fuel. So I'm going to go back through the old trusty manual and make sure I can find that fuel signal and make sure I get our fuel gauge working. Everything else seems to work. I know the wires are probably like, why? I'll leave them alone. I put everything out here and do it. I'm not fighting a bunch of wires that short and carrying on. So we're gonna go ahead and heat shrink these dudes together and get jumping. Check it, y'all. Just like that, we got another 5.3 sitting inside of a box Chevy. Well, looks like we've got something jumping here. Of course, we got that sheet metal intake that nobody seems to like. Oh well. 92 millimeter throttle body that nobody seems to like. Oh well. Offset bracket, alternator, 5.3, flex fuel injector. We're still trying to get the hoses situated. This is not going to stay there. It's got to move. China boy harness, of course. And radiator cover plate. Couple more pieces, man. We ready to put this thing in traffic. We're going to see how it do. See how it do. 5.3 in a box Chevy. Well, what box Chevy do y'all want to know it's in? Which one? Well, I've been holding out on y'all, man. I've been lying to y'all. I ain't been telling y'all the whole truth. I ain't necessarily been lying, but we got something else jumping here. I ain't necessarily been lying, just been holding out. So, 5.3 sloppy state, no, 5.3 BTR stage 2, 2800 stall, 4L60, 86 European style strut grill. I call it sun kiss because of the color. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get a start up. Matter of fact, I'll start it for you now. Hold tight. Let me get this where y'all can hear it and watch it. Hold tight. Yes, sir. So we got our batteries jump like always. Actually, the batteries just, it's sort of jump. We do got a digital dash going in, Intellitronics digital dash, which a lot of people, some people like it, some people don't. I ain't had no problems with them. One thing about Intellitronics is you got to use their sending units. There's no ifs and buts about it. You have to use electronic sending units. You have to use their oil pressure sending unit. Use their coolant temp sending unit. And then calibrate speedo. All those good things, man. But what we're going to do now is, like I said, hit this key for y'all. You wonder, like, man, Swaps be doing it in the dark, man. I be doing it in the dark. Wasn't that a song? Wasn't that a song? I get it in when I can, man. I get it in when I can. Well, that'd be nighttime, the right time. That's a song too, ain't it? Ain't that a song too? That's a song too, ain't it? Nighttime, the right time. Ray Charles. So, China Boy, of course. China Boy. Of course, you see the intake, 92mm throttle body. And, we might have water thrown everywhere due to the fact that, power steering fluid everywhere. I don't have the power steering lines hooked up just yet, so chances are it's going to throw out some fluid. We'll see. Hope it don't throw the belt. Actually, I'm going to have to get a longer belt. The belt's a little too short. Let's see what she does, y'all. Put in all the way, but you see it is in there, so we've got to put it in place. I got to put it in place. I got 1,000,001 wires that I need to hide with the Intellitronics, and when the sun comes out, we'll dive into this build a little more. We'll show y'all more of it, man. Sorry that I gotta do this in the dark, man, but I gotta get it when I can, y'all. Sorry. But I about lost y'all. About lost my whole phone. Yeah, so yes. And that is started, that is fired up on a, that has started up and ran on a 6.0 tune. 6.0 tune. So we gotta get this back in business, y'all. She's fired up. We'll throw it, make it sound like it got a little more chop, but that's okay. I think she turned out well. I'll put another video in it with this one. I'll put another video in with this one. Y'all see strut grill, European headlights, blacked out. I tried to hide as many wires as I could, and I still gotta hide a couple more. Once we get that taken care of, set it on the ground, go for a ride. Box Chevy, China Boy harness, all that Simple Simon stuff. All right. We'll get y'all that daytime view. Get you that daytime footage here. Like I said, it's a 5.3 shorty headers, BTR stage 2 cam with springs, 2800 stall converter, 4L60. If you've been following the build on the box Chevy build, this is the engine I've been building. This was the engine I've been building. So we got it together. So got it together. Like I said, I call it Sun Kiss. We'll get a better view of the actual car once we get it rolling out. Get it out and rolling. What we got going on here is kind of want to change this top radiator hose, but maybe not. But everything you've seen as far as fuel cell, fuel system, engine, mounting, transmission, wiring, heart, all that has been a process of building this car right here. So now, are we still working on Shorty Doo-Wop's ride? Yes, we are. Do we plan on driving Shorty Doo-Wop's ride? Yes, we do. It's going to look identical to this, minus the intake. She's going to get an LS1, LS6 intake, or LS2, whichever it is. I'm not for sure. Sloppy Stage 2 5.3 with a TH350, not an overdrive trans. She's going to run a TH350 for the meantime until I can source a 4L60 somewhere. And not only just sourcing a 4L60, I'm going to need a converter too. So, now, a lot of people don't like headers because of this right here. See that? I got the ceramics, but that ceramic won't even fit. But I got the remedy. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Right now, we got them MSD adjustables on it. I like those. I like them. Still laying on the manifold, though. Same thing over on the other side. It's a little tight where I'm working, so I can't get over there. Yeah, so for the most part, she looks pretty good. I got to put a throttle cable on and a shifter linkage on. And we gonna ride it, man. Put some coolant in it. We don't have no coolant in it. So we're gonna ride, y'all. I hope that y'all like the build. Sorry that I've been duping y'all. But yeah, man, slow motion over here. Slow motion over here. Hope y'all followed all the techniques and things that I've been doing here. From the fuel, like I said, the fuel lines, from the fuel, from the harness, from motor mounts, all that good stuff. So now you see where it all went. You see where it all went. Shorty Doo-Wop's gonna look identical. Like I said, minus some things. I got some long tubes. I don't know if they're gonna fit, but we're gonna try them. We're gonna try the long tubes on her car. And I did have some shorties, but I don't know if they're gonna work. We might just do manifolds. I'm not sure. But this here's got dual exhaust, flow masters, and of course the cam. BTR Stage 2. This build has been done a million times over. A million times over. And so many times that, sometimes we won't see something different. So again, 86 box Chevy. 5.3 4L60 put in. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, all the good stuff like that. Be blessed, stay blessed. Swaps out.